Good morning. I'm at GAMA. It's going to be a lot of fun. I actually am speaking later this afternoon, and then tomorrow the actual expo starts. If you are here, find me. Let's talk. Say hi. All right, have a great day.
Information. Here's all the information on the game and our sell sheets. And we literally are going to be able to give you a full playable version of the game. So again, 5 minutes to learn, 5 minutes to play. I have a quick question for you about booster packs in other card games. So tell me, what do you guarantee when you get a booster pack in any other card game? Maybe a holo, a rare, maybe something you might want.
Yeah.
I've seen people open packs and throw the cards away because they don't want them, right? In our game, there's a 2-player game in every pack because you only need 5 cards to play. So there's 13 cards in my pack. So 5 for me, 5 for you, and then there's other cards for us to mix and match. So it's a 2-player game right inside of here. So with your starter game, you have competitive cards that you can get started and learn the game. Comes with a play mat, dice, everything you need. But also, when you take it over to the deluxe mat, we want to do a little bit more fancy here. But I can literally open this up and we could play the game in under 5 minutes. No joke, 1 pack.
Awesome. Hello, with me is Chris Solis from Solis Studio Games. Chris, I am loving this new game that you have that you're going to spotlight at Gen Con. Tell us about it.
Yeah, so the Six-Sided Seas is a push your luck worker placement game where you play on a play mat and it's dice. It comes in a box like this. You roll out the mat. It's a high-quality neoprene mat. And then you play a dice game. You're going to roll against a limit, and then you're going to assign dice to your ship to one of 3 ways. Sink the ship, max out the coin meter, or capture 4 islands. It's a push your luck game, so you need to figure out when I'm going to keep pushing my luck. You don't want to bust. You also want to get exact on your coin limit. Dude, get an extra worker, right?
Yes.
The only component is a D6 other than the playmat. So it's really accessible, beautiful looking, and there's a surprising amount of strategy, not just sport.
I know this. I enjoyed playing the game with Sarah, and this is going to be a huge hit at Gen Con. What made you decide to become a board game designer and start a company?
That's a good question. So I was bored. I used to be in film and television, and I was really bored in a meeting. I was making games. I've always grown up with games and stuff, right? And the reason I got into films is because I wanted to bring joy to people. I wasn't finding the agency I needed there. And this market was growing. So I pivoted, and I made a game in my garage called Train Odyssey. Just kickstarted it, and I was like, I want to keep doing this. And that was 10 years ago this year, and I've just been growing and hammering it since then. Gaming is my passion. I want to bring joy to people around the world.
And joy is what we need more of in this time period of our life.
Absolutely.
We do.
Absolutely.
And it's interesting because I've talked to board game designers and companies before, right? When I was doing my radio show, back my first show. But anyways, with that being said, it's interesting why they get into this and their passion and having to navigate through the process of getting the product out there to the world. How are you been finding the process going for you?
Yeah, so definitely got harder recently. But I feel like I've got a really good grip on the whole pipeline now. And then when world events started happening, changing it, privileged enough to have the knowledge to be able to adapt. And a lot of people, I'm still here, and I'm going to continue doing it.
And I really think, Chris, that you're going to be success at this because what's in your mind and your thought process of making games is phenomenal. I want to mention this, but using dice, it kind of goes with pirates.
It does.
That's
Yeah.
what, for me, that seems that way.
No, for sure. And this idea started off with, I want to make a game that's a playmat and one component because I thought that was accessible. And then we started searching for games that fit the most. And then that's when we landed on this, right?
Wow.
So the accessibility and the clarity comes first, and then I make the best game I can in that space, so that way it can reach more people. And you played it, and the complexity it's a worker placement game. Right? That's a nerdy word, right?
Yes.
It's still very accessible. I'm trying to bring it to work.
It's great. I want to ask you, so does all your ideas come in mind while you are sleeping? Because that's what's done for me over the years.
The amount of ideas I get while sleeping is very high. Right? I'm definitely a dreamer, literally, and I wake up and be like, oh, I got to write that down.
Yeah.
Right? And I got a process while I'm sleeping, right?
Yes.
Yeah, so absolutely. Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Chris, thank you so much for your time. I know it'll be successful. I'm here to help you whenever you need it. And I look forward to you being a guest on my radio show. Thank you so much.
To it. Thank you so much.
Thanks so much.
Thank you.
Okay.
All right, this is Six-Sided Seas, a push your luck dice worker placement game. It's a new series of playmat games we're doing where it's one playmat and one component. Super nice and easy to get interested in. The owner, Chris Solis, actually got this idea when he was in Thailand. He was visiting the cafes and everyone was having to laminate their game boards. Because you can't put a drink down, you can't take it out in public, it gets all messed up. So the idea is here's a playmat, fully washable. You can just roll it up with your dice and take it anywhere.
Perfect.
Super easy.
Wow.
Really, we love it. 25 MSRP, really nice, accessible for everyone. Basically, you start with 12 points and you roll your dice one by one, trying to hit the jackpot without going over. If you go over and you bust, it's not totally busted. You can take 3 of your dice, put them in evade, and then that's your temporary HP. So if someone hits you. Yeah, there's 3 win conditions. 1, you get your gold up to 22. 2, you sink your enemy ship by doing 12 damage. 3, you control 4 of the 6 islands at the beginning of your turn, and each island has a dice manipulation tactic. For example, Island 3, you can re-roll 1 dice anytime, even after you've busted. If you hit the jackpot exactly, you can either bump up your gold 1, or you can roll an extra dice for free. As you continue to plunder and move this up, your jackpot moves up, so you get more dice work as it continues. If you get under your jackpot, you just get to use the dice on the board. Say you have a 3, you can put it here, do 1 damage. This is a special type of one. You have 4, 5, 6 here, nothing here. You can do a damage here, any dice here. Use this one. You can now put that and block somebody's turn for 1 turn. Yeah, really fun, really accessible. We're loving this game.
And this is an easy game to even for somebody that's a non-gamer to play. And like my family and I, we love pirates. We love ships and screw them buddy games, right? And so this is a perfect game for somebody that wants to compete with their family members or their friends.
Yeah, it's very intro accessible, just dice. A lot of people will look at board games, see a bunch of components, and they're like, I don't want to do this. This is hard.
Yes.
Dice, anybody can roll a die.
Yeah,
Everybody knows it. A lot of people are really into the push your luck stuff, legal gambling. We love that. You don't lose any money here, though.
Oh my gosh, thank you so much, Sarah, for this.
Nothing happens to us all.
So tell us about Treat Please.
Treat Please is an adorable game made by dog lovers for dog lovers. It's a passion project where you're living the life as the day of a good doggo, trying to get affection from your owner. You do different things, activities to try to get affection. You have to manage your energy levels and your food levels to try to get more objectives so you can get more behavior cards that you can do. You can also get different things. You can get a toy filled with peanut butter. If you have 6 energy, you'll get 4 dog bones that you can use on the next turn. It's technically a hand builder because everyone can take a nap at any time and then get all your discard back to your hand. The point is, it's easy, it's fun, it's kid friendly. Moms can explain it to their kids or niece or nephew. Anybody can play. Really fun, really cute.
Because I'm a dog owner.
Yes.
And I love dogs.
Yes.
So this is a perfect game because we understand as dog owners what our dogs like and don't like.
Yes.
And this is perfect.
And yes, it's so nice. And each of the dogs, the behaviors that are specific to them are behaviors they actually do in real life.
Oh my gosh, that's awesome.
Yes, and the energy level you get at the beginning is correlated with that dog's energy level.
Aww.
It's really, right? It's so fun. We love it. And all the activities are really great. There's stuff you can relate to, like 2 energy to lick your owner's hand, get 2 affection, right? 7 days of the week. So every day something happens and you can interact with that card or not. Something like the owner opened the fridge and dropped some food. If you have 1 energy, you can go eat it for 2 bones.
Oh my gosh, that's awesome.
Stuff like that. And then once that goes, everybody gets to take their turn. Then you do a full week.
Oh my gosh, that is fantastic. I'm looking forward to playing this game and getting a copy of this game. My family would love it, and I think my audience would love it as well.
Yeah, okay, this one's great. Yeah, this is available now. So you
Awesome.
can get it now. Yeah.
Thank you so much,
Of
Sarah.
course, yeah. Do you want to hear about where she
What the- All right, Chris, let's talk about Parks and Potions.
All right, so Parks and Potions is a resource management and color mixing game. It's a simultaneous play, but there's 1 to 5 players in 15 to 30 minutes. So ages 8 plus. So what happens is somebody's going to roll these dice here, and we're each going to collect colors from the dice, and we'll add it to our inventory. And you have a limit of 6. So what eventually is going to happen is you're probably not going to get the color you wanted. So let's say, for example, you wanted a green, but there's only a blue and a yellow there. If you took the blue and yellow, add it to your board. you can use your mixing guide to change that into a green. So you're constantly making space and mixing down your colors to make space to fill these animals, which has some set collection and some just raw points and other multiplier type scoring at the end.
Awesome. Okay.
Ready? Okay. So IEM is Moncala's Tableau Builder set in an Afrofuturistic universe. It's our latest title. It was originally published in Brazil in a Portuguese language, and now we're going to be going worldwide with it. It's currently on Kickstarter. The way it works is we'll take some of these seeds from one of our spots and we'll throw them across like a Moncala, but we're each managing our own. Wherever we place our last seed, we'll set that as our activated column, and we'll gain all the benefits from there. So here we'll get 2 moon seeds, we'll get 1 moon seed, 2 sun seeds, and we'll attack everybody around us. And we'll deactivate some of the columns to diminish their ability to grow. From the seeds that you gain here, you'll add them to your column, and then you'll use these to purchase new cards. So you have to always be thinking about where you're taking these from to purchase new cards. So I'll pay 2 from anywhere, from wherever the top is, and I'll add that into my Moncala, put it over there, and I'll try to activate this in my later turns. It plays until you have either 18 cards or 4 masks in your Moncala, which will trade to end the game. It's 1 to 4 players in 30 to 60 minutes.
Wow. So this is, and it's going to be in English. Is that what you said?
Correct. So it was originally published by Glock Games in Brazil and Portuguese. And so we worked with them. We're licensed now. We're going worldwide with it.
That's awesome.
Pull down, and it will then be implemented into the game, and everybody else has to obey this rule now too. So the audience now has to do 2 things.
Awesome. Oh my gosh, that's cool.
Yeah.
What about the vibe? Because I like that.
Yeah, it is great. People love it. It's so much fun. You have 5 random words out. They have 5 pictures out. And the person who's trying it is the vibe. And the vibe chooses 1 word and then puts down the picture from least fitting to most fitting, depending on their word. And then the other people have to discuss and find out which word was chosen. It's a lot of fun. It's 64 cards, check, because then you will always have new cards and the stuff will be exchanged all the time. You won't never have 2 games in a row like the same thing.
No, it's restaurant. Go first.
Hi, with me today is Jay Cormier from Bob Picking Up
A
the
pleasure.
Time.
Yeah, it's GAMA. This is exciting.
It is very exciting. I love your games. Let's talk about the one that's coming out in September.
Yes.
Brenda, tell us about it.
So it's based on the Matt Wagner comic Grendel, and it is a story of crime and mayhem. So basically you're going to play as 1 of 4 factions, and each of them play differently. So it's an asymmetric game. Grendel plays like a bag pulling game where you pull chins out of a bag and put them on a track. And then you have the mob, who are playing a dice allocation game. They're rolling dice and assigning the dice. And then we have the police. They're playing on a rondel, choosing things on the different pie wedges. And then you have Arjun, this wolf creature, who's playing a push your luck game. And they're all doing that here, and they're all doing that to put units and figures on the board to then fight. And it has these cool towers in which, as you drop these tokens into the tower, eventually there's a seesaw inside of this tower. Once it gets heavy enough, it triggers. And then we reveal what everybody put in there. Then we'll get to spend that in punching each other.
Oh my gosh, how much fun. So how many players can play this game?
1 to 4 players.
And how long do you think they'll take to play the whole
We
game?
say it's about 30 minutes per player. So 2-player games an hour, 4-player games can be 2 hours.
Wow, it sounds so exciting. And because my family loves the crime,
Sure. Yeah.
this is going to keep us on our toes.
Really good. Just so much asymmetry. There's even an expansion that adds a 5th faction, not a 5th player, but a 5th faction called the Press. And they use polyominoes on their newspaper board to try to get people out on the board and take pictures of other people and get them in trouble. So yes, lots of really cool things coming with it.
Awesome, thank you so much. And I would love you to be on my radio show.
That's
So
fun.
we're going to have to do that. Thank you so much. And check out the game.
Editions. So it's more like instead of building separate cities, everybody wants to build the same city together. So it's like bureaucracy, the board game. One guild wants to have the longest road. One wants to have the biggest garden in the city. One wants these towers lined up in perfect rectangles or squares apart from each other. One just wants to build these circles and be like these little coliseum. And one wants to have the biggest merchant, center, or the most walls around the border in the city. So it's a nice little game. It's got asymmetric scoring, and it's got a lot of take-that elements with it. If you're familiar with the Dice Tower, we shipped him a copy last year for review. And then a couple months later, after he had made his review and we thought the media circle around this one was done, he put out his top 10 list for board games that came out, like unique board games that came out this year. Gave it number 1. Shocked.
Hi, I'm at GAMA Expo, and today is the day for us media to come in and talk to the board game company.